Hi, I'm Anita, a friend of Debbie and Todd Towns in Winterset, Iowa. We've been friends with Debbie and Todd for probably 8 years now, at least, and love them both dearly. I just want to tell a quick story about one of the things Todd did for us as just a wonderful neighbor and friend. We adopted a Mastiff at one time. She was 2 years old and she was over 100 pounds, big dog. She would get scared sometimes and get stuck underneath our deck. She would dig between my shrubs, crawl underneath the deck, and get wedged under there. No way of turning her around and getting her out. She couldn't turn around even if she wanted to. So it just so happened the first time this happened, Todd was the only neighbor around that was home and able to come help, and he ended up having to do this like 3 different times. But anyway, here's what our decking looks like. It's just your standard old wood deck, but it's been in place since 2005 when the house was built, so it was no easy task getting these boards up, and I didn't have the tools to do it. The first time Todd came, he brought the Sawzall, and I said, no, please don't cut apart my boards, because he was just going to go to cutting. Anyway, so he goes, okay, and he goes back home and gets his screw gun and all of his little attachments and helps me figure out how to get these boards up, and this dog dug out from underneath here. No small task. It was very, very, very much appreciated, and we just love Todd to death. Not just for that, but for everything that he ever did, and really, really miss his sense of humor and his wonderful laugh.
He is sleeping like usual.
You poop. You poop. Where did you leave these on?
What?
All these things.
Yeah, the bands, they take them off.
They take them off right now?
I don't know. But I wouldn't take them off. I have to hold this the whole time?
What do you mean?
While you're
You
changing?
do whatever you want to do.
Look at Mom. She's fired up to go home. She's got that look in her eye. Like her husband's a genius. You do whatever. Say that again. You can do whatever you want to do.
You're so tough. You don't know you.
Going for a close-up. Did you floss today?
Your new outfit. Your first outfit. How do you like this, Austin? Your first new outfit? Huh?
Good spot for this part of the discharge here.
Do you want to do these bands?
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do right now.
Oh, right.
Sure, you wanna give me your number?
05928
05928 05928, your last name?
Tom.
First initial B. And that number below your name?
Is 452-297.
452-297, 452-297.
He's waking up.
That's your boy.
He is waking
This is
up.
the baby you get to take home.
My memory of Todd is going down General Square Hill in the Cadillac that was about 3 inches off the ground in a snowstorm, headbanging with Debbie. Love you, Todd.
There's baby Austin. He just woke up. There's Kaylin. She's doing just peachy.
What does the woodchuck tell her?
But poor Erica, she's thrown up a couple times so far. What's wrong, Erica?
Erica has the flu.
Do you have the flu?
Burner pop and she might be better. We don't know.
I don't know. That
We're
burner's
working
pot.
on it.
That burner's pot's enough to make this person throw
Well,
up.
Sleepyhead just woke up. Maybe Sleepyhead. Look at the size of this guy. He's huge, Kaylin. He's a runner. Want to wrestle him? Just joking. We can't wrestle him. He's too little. You get the little bitty baby. Just lay it down, sleep it on. He sleeps. No, he doesn't eat candy. Babies do not eat candies, okay? Only thing they drink is mom's milk. Beer. No, I'm joking. They don't drink beer either.
Not yet.
This boy could be a famous athlete someday. Or just another one of us. And Erica is going to be a famous singer.
Okay, well, Todd, I wish you were here. But when I first heard about Todd, someone, Dwayne Bush, told me someone bought that old Rocky Hill up there. I said, what the hell are they going to do with that? But anyway, they pretty soon, this guy, you know, a regular husky, soft-spoken man came in on soft-spoken, I'm getting a little carried away here. Todd and me got along good because I'm hard-hearing, and he spoke up, and that was good. But Todd showed up, introduced himself, said what he was going to be doing up in there, and that he had a wife, a beautiful wife named Deborah or Deb or something like that. But anyway, we jabbered on, and I really liked him. I'm not saying that to be good. I am saying that because Todd and I thought a lot alike. And he was a good Christian man. He was a hard-working man. And the harder the work, you know, to me, hard work was vacation. It was for him to take on something and to achieve it. And I admired him because he was quite a bit younger than me, and he had figured that out before I ever did at my time. And, you know, it was just a good thing. You know, it's not hard to like someone that thinks the way you kind of think. You know, it's easy to get along with them. And Todd and I did. And tell a little story about Todd here. Like I said, Todd, he talked up, you know, and I pulled out of the lot there, and he come and I had a big boxer dog, and the boxer dog was sitting there. Todd, he'd get a little loud, and he was kind of talking pretty loud, and the boxer dog got to going around and around and barking, and Todd said, "What's wrong with your dog, Bill?" And I said, "Well, Todd, I don't know, but why don't you just calm it down a little?" He did, the boxer dog. A little while later, the dog, we both get wound up about things. Could be politics, could be religion, anything. And the boxer dog was barking. I said, maybe it's time for me to go home. But, you know, I always enjoyed Todd. He, like I said, we thought so much about everything. In this day and age, you know, it's nice to have someone that you can talk to and enjoy. And, you know, he was a good man. I did, you know. We worked together on you know it, Deb, on that old tractor that this was a disaster for him. And, good man. I guess that's where I leave it. And if someday, Todd, when I catch up with you, you might not know it's me, but if you hear that, hey, Todd, have you heard the one about, you better turn around, because it's me. I caught up with you, buddy. Good luck.
Here, what's in here?
That's a Tweety Bird nightlight, I think.
These are for babies.
No, I don't know. Everybody, you guys keep the bathroom light on at night, right? Well, you can just plug that in and not have to use the bathroom light. And that'll let you see your way through. What does he have?
Here, bud.
A pad of paper?
Wow.
Why don't you set the camera back on that table?
I'm not going to play for very long because the battery pack's. Cool. Cool. Todd, can you take that out of the pack so he can... He loves toothbrushes. Cool.
Well, Todd, I was all geared up for our annual bear hunt this year. Doesn't look like you're gonna make it. I guess you had better places to go. I don't blame you. It's a weird world we're living in now. But hey, bud, I'm gonna miss you. God, I just remember the first time I met you. This goofy, laughy guy out in the middle of the mountains chasing elk. I'd said, hey, whatever you do to bugle at these elk, and sure enough, you're gonna do it your way. And I guess that's what you're doing now. Anyway, man, I miss you. Hope to see you soon. Maybe not that soon, but keep some good hunting spots for me up there.
He's under the fucking boat.
He's got under the boat, Chief.
He's on this side, right there. He's right there. He's right next to the rail. Grab him from the front.
Get the net, you dickhead. Man, what? It doesn't look good.
Got one.
Where is he?
Take a picture.
Where's the fish?
Right here.
Begging.
Hi, this is Anita and Jeff Smuck from Winterset, Iowa. We've been friends with Debbie and Todd for at least 8 years, and we know how passionate Todd is about his deer hunting and his deer hunting properties and his food plots and all of that.
Just a little.
So last year, the last day of late muzzleloader season, January 10th, 2020, Todd invited us to go hunting with him. He was going to take us hunting on his property on Hyatt Apple Trail.
Best ground he owned.
Yeah, so this was a big special deal. And we knew Todd had lost some weight. We didn't know how he was going to be feeling that day. So when we met up with him and he was 100% Todd Town, we were so surprised and excited. And that whole day he laughed and he was loud. He was typical Todd Town.
He was Todd.
He was. He told us who to go where, and he was going to do this and everything. Deer don't herd very well, so things didn't work out exactly as he planned, but Mike got a deer, and we all had a great time, and it was probably the best day that we have had with Todd in a long time. But we were just so excited that he was 100% that day.
It was a blast.
It was. Thank you, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
Bye.
Turn around. It's gotta be in the can. This is for Daddy. Erica's open it for Daddy. You throw it. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. An umbrella. Look at that, Erica. Thank you.
Hey everybody, my name is Derek Spurlock, and Todd Town was a great friend of mine. Really sorry to hear about his passing and the struggle that he had, but he's in heaven now, and probably hunting just the most gigantic bucks and bull elk in the world. So he's having fun up there. I was asked to tell a story about Todd, and I had like a minute to say it, and that's going to be very tough, but lots of great memories of him. One was we were in a duck blind together at Dittman's, where he built the actual pond, and he said, hey, let's let these ducks get closer. Nobody shoot. Let's get them to go around. They're going to land, and we can pop them right as they're landing. Well, I think the second time they turned and went around, he was like worse than his dog. He just jumped up and started shooting. We all kind of looked at each other and went, I thought you said to wait to shoot until it was, they were coming in closer. And anyway, Todd was just like that. He was very energetic and enthusiastic and happy, and just lots of great memories of him. So that's one of them. God bless.
Is Daddy catching any fish?
Heck no. Okay, Taylor, ready for me to cast you?
It's nice. People bay.
Show them how you do it.
Hey, buddy. Austin. Austin. Look at me, baby.
Okay, I've got him cast. Watch out, guys. Hold.
Well, we all know Todd, and this story is a typical Todd. Muzzleload hunting, practicing shooting in my mom and dad's front yard. Todd, like always, had to get one extra shot or be faster than everybody. So in his haste, he forgot to remove the ramrod out of his gun as he fired a shell. We saw branches and wood flying, weren't sure what it was, until Todd tried to reload to get a shot off before us and realized at that time he had shot his ramrod.
We're trying to get Uncle Kevin a doe. And Uncle Austin's supposed to shoot. What was that? Just a piece of metal. No biggie. That's an insert. All right, here we go. Look at that tip. See, that's already opened up. Those are razor blades. And they cut right through the deer. They're as sharp as the sharpest knife in the kitchen. Okay, look at that.
Todd Town. Well, what can you say about Todd? Well, for me, Todd was a friend, a neighbor, a hunting partner, and one of a group of friends when you grew up and riding like most of us did. He was our friend. I mean, he was there for us, you know, and when he needed us, we were there for him. I know a few things about Todd. Todd was a very good family man. I mean, he loved his family. He was an extremely good outdoorsman. The stories, dude, it's crazy. I mean, him, Matt, Les, Sal, Dave, I mean, the list goes on and on. We had a lot of good times partying, hunting, fighting, whatever. We're gonna miss you, bud. You have no idea.
And let's see who we can find. Oh, there's the big guy. That's the main man, Todd. Todd, the man of the year. Yeah, that's my guy. Aren't I like he was?
Hi, my name's Mike Fear. I met Todd about 4 or 5 years ago, late one night, on the gravel road between the farm he just bought and my place. We talked for about 30 minutes that night and a friendship was born. We shared an interest in the outdoors, among other things. And you always knew where you stood with Todd because he wasn't afraid to tell you. Which led to many conversations around the campfire, plenty of beer in the mix. He would help you out in a heartbeat. And he always had something going on. He was dealing on equipment or another farm. Boy, it was always something. And I had to admire the way he handled his diagnosis. He just kept doing his thing right to the end. He even got that last deer season in. Always keeping the faith. I miss that Dodge pickup rumbling up my driveway and them evening rides looking for deer. See you, Todd.
This is Barry Rabb, and I have a few thoughts to help with the celebration of Todd's life. I was fortunate enough to spend some time with Todd in December. He invited me out on an early December hunt. Todd had put a lot of effort to get ready for this hunt, and I'm sure it was difficult for him due to the fact he was going through cancer and chemo treatments. Todd had lost most of his hair by this point, but he was happy to get out and get ready for the gun season. When I arrived at his home to meet with him and Debbie the day before the hunt, he was in great spirits. He seemed to be excited to get out on the opening day. I hadn't seen Todd since he had moved to Iowa, but kept in contact with him over the phone. When we shook hands for the first time in a few years and greeted each other, he said I was looking older and heavier. I told him that he had looked exactly the same and hadn't changed a bit. He laughed and rubbed his bald head. Todd showed me around his properties, and it was easy to see why he fell in love with this area. Todd put a lot of work into these properties, getting them the way he wanted them. Todd loved to run equipment, especially a bulldozer. Todd said he felt like he was part of the dozer when he was operating it. He went as far as to build a heart-shaped pond with his bulldozer. This was a gift to Debbie. When you sat high on a hill, there was a bench overlooking the pond, and it was easy to see the shape of the perfect heart. Who else would do something like that? Only Todd. Well, the deer did not cooperate, and I did not get a deer, but it didn't matter to me. Todd was more upset than I was, I think. I felt like I wasn't there for deer hunting as much as I was to visit with Todd and to fellowship with him about God and family. We had some nice discussions together. One thing for sure, Todd knew he was blessed. He told me several times how the blood of the Lord had saved him. Todd also expressed how blessed he was to have Debbie for his bride. He said she was a glue that held him and his family together. He was so grateful to have such wonderful kids and grandkids. One thing that I am grateful for is encouraging Todd to call a mutual friend of ours whom he had had a falling out with in the past. I gave him the phone number, and Todd called him, and the two of them spoke for the first time in years. I talked to Todd the day before he passed away, and he was still talking about hunting and invited me to come and do some turkey hunting. We weren't able to get to the turkey hunt, but I am so grateful that I was with him on one of his last deer hunts. Thank you.
Welcome to 1995. The message is stay alive in 95. Hi, Happy New Year. Such a beautiful camera woman. For all you people who weren't here at this party, you just suck. again. I would just like to say congratulations.
I'll get them. You want colored or white? You want colored underwear or white underwear? Either one, whatever's let's see.
I know I'm going to the wrong ones that Todd leaves laying around. What the hell, man? Hey, Greg, too.
Nothing's coming.
Yeah, I think so. I can't tell.
You better not. You didn't. Oh, shit, I'll kill you. Wow. All right.
I'm gonna show you this.
You're right.